Hi campers, it's Brad again. The other day I was watching this, Deconstructing the Beatles. It's a video made by a Beatles scholar, which we used to call back in the old days a Beatle nerd. That's what they called it when I was one. It was a real interesting video. I'm not getting any money from the people who made this for advertising it, so I'm not going to advertise it that much. But it's real good. I recommend it. Fun thing to watch. But the thing that kind of struck me in a Buddhist sense was this scene where he cuts to the Beatles performing Nowhere Man at a place called Circus Krone in Germany. And it's their last tour. And it's so weird knowing how concerts are handled, even small level bands these days as compared to how it was in those days. Because you look at this video, and there's people like all over the stage, like behind the Beatles, just sort of milling around and kind of being like, they don't know what's going on. I watched it again on YouTube to check it out, because at first I thought, are these guys like members of the opening band or something? Like they're just stuck on stage for a while until, I don't know what they're doing. I think maybe they're security people, because there's some audience behind the group at this place. So I don't know what they're doing, but it's just so funny to see these people at what we now know is a historical moment in rock music and cultural history. Like they're at the juncture of something really important, and they're kind of hanging out like there's something better going on that they ought to be attending to, that there might be, and even the audience is like this. They're chatting to each other like, hey, what do you think they're going to play next? And whatever they're doing, maybe they're enjoying it. But it's so funny because these moments that become historical moments, like nobody knows what they are when they're happening. I mean, very rarely, so there's probably like a guy at the Last Supper who's like, what is this with this wine? It's supposed to be his blood. It doesn't even taste good. It's they should have sprung for better wine. What's going on here? I'm Andrew. I'm not gonna nobody's gonna name a gospel after me. Nobody remembers Andrew, so who cares? There's probably people like that. And it reminded me of something that I've written about before that Nishijima Roshi, my teacher, said. He said, every moment is carved into the universe. Everything you do is carved into the universe. And this is one of these things that just kind of wrecks my mind sometimes, because I've been working with this Buddhist stuff for a while now. And that's the one where I think, oh my God, what am I doing? Because I think it's true, because I believe it. I think we are creating the universe as we go along. We're creating it as if we're making this great giant sculpture or great magnificent carving. Well, magnificent may be a word for it, but maybe it's not so magnificent, because we're just kind of going like, oh, when's the next thing coming? When's the better thing gonna happen? I'm just here sitting around. When's this better great thing gonna happen? And I can't stand my life, FML, because nothing's happening. That's I think a sad way to look at life. I think if you take the Nishijima Roshi view and say this moment is carved into the universe, you're much more likely to really get into whatever moment it happens to be, and whatever you happen to be doing, wherever you happen to be doing it, you'll understand that this is actually very, very important. So that's my short message for you today. Remember that every moment is carved into the universe, including this one. Thanks a lot. In case you want to donate to support this channel, there are little button thingies below, little clicky thingies for PayPal and Patreon. That's how I make most of my income. Thank you very much for your support.